Okay, let's zoom in. There's 50 millimeters. How does it look? I got the stabilization on. Kind of blown out with the lamp. Sorry about that. Move it slowly. Let's try changing it. Looking good. Okay. Okay, folks. So I bought this cylinder about 2 weeks ago from Office Max. It's like 3 USB-A's and 1 USB-C. And if I turn the cylinder around, it's two 110 volts. And if you'll notice, there's a cable that plugs into the wall. And this cable is used to charge up my cell phone from the bedroom. It's very tiny, small, does very well. So I'm going to install it in the car and go car vlogging to see how it works. So let's see what happens. Okay, folks, let me show you the most simplest way to get your ZFC running. So I got the Zidio tripod, which makes it kind of flat. I have the 26 millimeter f2.8, which would give it to like a 42, okay, which is perfect. I have the small adapter where I have 3 USBs and 1 USB-C and then two 110 volts. I'm just going to plug this into one of the USBs. It's a USB 3 cable, but I am going to try to find out if it can keep the camera charged. Okay, I'm going to put it in, and then I put it to the side, open this up, and there's the USB-C. And I'm trying to get it right where I can get it. Make the cable as straight as possible. And then hook it in. There you go. That's done. Take the cap off. It's all set to go. Open up the tripod and set it on the dash for now, and then go to the other side. See, there it is. So I put this little device in the front part of one of my cup holders. I can still put a cup in there. USB is going to here. Now, the way you can tell if it's on, I'm trying to look for a light. Now let's just turn it on and see what happens. It's on. And you can see the batteries are really fully charged. So let's see what happens when we take this out for a spin. Okay, so I just got the air conditioning on loud. Sorry about that. I'm trying the 26 millimeter f2.8. This is Intelligent Auto, so they have their own settings. This is the ZFC also. So this 26 millimeter is now at f8. The shutter speed at 1/500. ISO is at 140. Intelligent auto. Okay, I'm just looking to see if I have to raise this any. Looks like I do. So, let's get here we go. Okay. I don't think you get any of it, but I just used the lens cap just to prop it up a little bit. This is a bigger camera than what I've been dealing with. But it's doing okay. So it's a simple operation. Instead of using a dummy battery, which I could have used, I just leave it in the studio setup, and I'm just charging it through the USB-C. I don't like doing this, but for emergency purposes, this is what I want to show you. So I'm taking it out for a spin, as usual. It is 95 degrees. It was. So I'm going to see how well this performs. It looks tiny, folks, but you know, this is an APS-C camera. It's doing an okay job. I just have to mess with the rear tripod. Everything looks good. It's now 99 degrees. So it's almost 5 o'clock my time. I'm waiting for it to get to 100. If it doesn't reach 100, then it's a cold front, folks. Especially now. And I can see some leaves on trees are dying. It's been very hot. I see some trees are already dead, and some, one branch still alive with leaves. Yeah, I'm trying to straighten it up. I see a little hole made into the pavement, so that's interesting. Here's another one. Huh, they're not potholes, right? Someone drilled a hole through the pavement, and it might be these people right here, you know, construction. Be doing something different today. I've never gone down this street. It's 105 now, folks. I knew it. Typical summer day. So they are building a house here. You know what? I'm going to have to go down one street. And there is no street. interesting. So, turn back around. So how is the image quality on this lens? Now, I have it on intelligent auto for one reason. Still a 1/500 at f8, 140 ISO. Okay. And yes, I am at a slope because of the road. See, there's some houses to the right of me also. But I don't know if they're businesses. So I see dirt mounds piled up. It's very dry here. Okay, now we're going to the edge of the road. So what I'm looking for is deer, animals, with this camera. I'm also testing out to see if it overheats. With the big push, everybody wants the ZF. Personally, I do. But then you have to worry about the 30-minute record limit. This camera does not overheat. I got the small rig L grip on here. It's a base plate, gives me a handle where I can hold the camera good. But I handle this camera differently than any other camera. I hold it more at the base, right where the tripod is. But if I don't have a tripod on it, that's where I'm holding it. So there's different fences. I love the wooden white fence. Has a gate to it. They have no sidewalks here. They have a lot of cars though. I love the different homes. They're all different. That's what I like about it. There's some open space. But you can see where the grass is being burned from the sun. I can even see some crows in the shade. It's very hot. I just hope the deer have water. So you see the different shade, and there's a couple of deer. They're in this wood. You can see how, I'm going to turn real quick. They're moving very slow. That deer has no problem in jumping up. Yep. There's a baby deer and two other deers. Right there. There's a lot of construction on this road. Let me see if I can make it to the right. I do not have the lavalier on, so I don't know if you can hear my voice. Yeah, I guess you can. Okay. Now see my volume. So this is different right here. And I'm wondering if this is a park or apartment homes. homes too. See, I've never been in this area before. And you see the trees here? See, here's a deer right here. A couple of deers. Yeah, I'm not going to pick up the camera, but yeah, they're walking around. I think they're looking for water. Yeah, a lot of the plants are just drying up. See, there's a couple more deer right here to the right. I love these long driveways. I love the shade. Huh. Now that's interesting. I see a tower with a tree. I think it's hiding the cell phone tower. I'm just making a right. I'm trying to figure out where I am. It's probably dead end down here. Yeah, sure is. And it's a new house. Wow. I like the front porch, but I think they should be deeper. Okay. So if I continue right, I would have to go the other way, but I'm not. I'm going back where I came. If I go right, then I have to go to where the Kohl's is, and a couple other stores by the Forum. It's our outdoor mall. I love the large wire gates, or bars, or whatever you call them. Yeah, there's specs. I think I have been down this road. You can see like Adobe. So this is an older established neighborhood right here, but they have huge, tremendous front yards. See, there's deer. Oh, you see that deer run? Oh. I'm gonna wait for this truck to go by. There we go. See, there's the other deer. All of a sudden, traffic got heavy. But boy, that little deer could run. I mean, she just took off. Just whew. Yeah, see deer in the shade. I see the bucks growing their horns or their antlers. See, that's where you need a kind of like a GoPro that's attached to your head. That way, wherever you turn, you can see what I'm looking at. Let me go back up here. It was interesting. I believe I have been down that road, but it was at nighttime. And there's the two other deer. So I see the mama deer, and I see the other baby deer. I know they're thirsty. Should come to my house, folks. I got water. Yeah, that deer just, that baby one just jumped right up that fence. No problem. See, there's another one. There's two more. Isn't that something? Three more. Four more. There's the two babies, mother, and yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. There they are. So you can see how wide these yards are. They have a lot of trees. See some cactus. I meant to get me a pedometer where it just starts recording automatically again. I got about 12 minutes, 40 seconds left. Everything looks good, and it's at f8. I love the shadows. See, there's a deer right in front. There's no way I can tell, if you can see it, how tiny it is with this lens. It should give you a 42 millimeter, okay, which is better than like a 12 millimeter, which I've done with the DX 12 to 28. But this is a full frame lens, and at 26 millimeters, it gives it a 39, I believe. That's right, I keep forgetting it's a 26. So 1.5, it's a 39, 40 millimeter, which is perfect. I think in order to skip the hood, and you might be seeing part of it, okay? The 28 millimeter gave me 42, the 26 millimeter gives me a 39. So you might see a little bit of the hood. Might. But you can look at the cars, all nice and clean. There's the racetrack for the horse. And you know what this is. This is the, you know, I only see kids out here early in the morning. And I think it's either next week or the week after that, school starts again. So I'm trying out the CFC through USB-C power, and the battery has gone down 1 notch. Okay? It's no problem. I got extra batteries. But I'm trying to see, compared to a dummy battery, which I can run for hours, how long this battery is going to last for a recording. And what I don't like doing is, if you have a battery hooked up to USB-C, is this enough power? Okay. Now, I'm going to try an experiment also where that 2.4 amp 5 volt, it's also a 1 amp on the USB, I'm going to plug it in there and see if it gives it any extra juice. But right now I see the battery at 2/3. And I've been taking a lot of pictures. Now I got a 256 gig SD card in here for storage. Police car. Yep, 75 degrees. Yep, see there's a deer. See him? Right next to the fence. That's a female. There's another deer crossing. So you have to be very careful. I don't know where they're crossing. I see a deer behind me. So where they're going is, I think up this street there's some water. Okay. See, oh wow. Yeah. See 3 more deer to the right. And a baby. So I'm not trying to move the camera. I'm just trying to see. I'm just testing out the lens. I'm testing out the focus. I'm testing out the, this is 4K 30 by the way. The video quality. I love some of the homes here. It's gorgeous. All different types of designs. Some adobe, some brick, some stone. Some shingled. They have carports, they have garages. They got a lot of vehicles on driveways. So, this is kind of like an upscale neighborhood with no sidewalks. Some have driveways, some way just park their vehicles. On the grass. See, there's the deers to the left. Wow. Another one in the shade. They're all in the shade on this street. See, beautiful shade. I can see why they're like laying down. I think it might be the street over to the right where they have that water. They conjugate right there. There's a pod, like 10 of them. They just stick together. So, you know, I love the stone face of the rocks with adobe. I mean, it's awesome. It's 105 degrees outside, folks. Usually I like the USB-C to USB-C. I think it's better. once it gets to a third,